Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I know so many of you over on TikTok have been blowing up the comments asking for this, so today we're finally doing some customer reviews analysis for it. But before we dive into that, be sure to check out this exclusive discount available for it. You'll find it in the description and in the first comment under this video. Now let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Let's begin by examining the insights provided by our first reviewer.
This reviewer initially picked up this gaming mouse as an upgrade to their old, trusted device which had started to fail after years of use. At first, the new peripheral seemed impressive. It boasts some seriously high-end technical specifications, with a dizzying DPI range and an incredibly high polling rate. Our reviewer noted that while the highest settings felt almost unusably fast and even unnatural during gameplay, the performance potential was undeniable. They also appreciated the physical customization, particularly the tunable weight system, which allowed them to dial in a heavier feel to their liking. The build quality felt solid, from the grippy notched scroll wheel to the soft, well-made cable on their particular model. However, as time went on, a fundamental issue became apparent: the overall comfort and ergonomics. Our reviewer found that despite being a similar size to their previous mouse, the shape just never felt right in their hand, ultimately feeling too small for comfortable use. A key point of contention was a specific side button, conveniently placed right where their thumb would naturally rest. What initially seemed like a feature they could get used to became a consistent annoyance, as they would accidentally press it when lifting the mouse to reposition it. In the end, this client came to a clear conclusion. While this mouse is undoubtedly a top-tier performer built for pure gaming, it fell short for their everyday comfort. They decided to return the device, opting to search for a larger, more ergonomically focused model, even if it meant sacrificing some of the extreme gaming-centric features.
Fantastic. Now, let's see what insights our next reviewer has to offer.
This reviewer comes from a background of being a gamer, a developer, and even a board technician, so they've seen their fair share of hardware. After years of growing frustration with another popular brand, citing issues like proprietary cables and clunky software, they were on the hunt for something new and reliable. Upon finding this particular gaming mouse, our reviewer was immediately impressed with its extensive feature set. While it lacks a traditional side-scrolling wheel, they found the built-in gyro and gesture controls to be a clever and effective alternative for horizontal navigation. The ergonomics were a major highlight, feeling instantly familiar and comfortable in their hand. The slight slant of the main buttons and the supportive hump on the back made it feel just right, which is ultimately what a user wants from a device they'll be holding for hours on end. The build quality also received high praise. This client noted the satisfying click sounds and the premium feel provided by its metal frame. It's a hefty device, and while the weight adds to that premium sensation, they did feel it created a bit more friction than desired on a mouse bed. They suggested that the skates could potentially be replaced for a smoother glide. However, the experience took a sharp turn. Having purchased a used unit to get a better value, our reviewer discovered a serious flaw when they first tried to charge it. The mouse became dangerously hot, to the point where it seemed like it might fail catastrophically. Fortunately, the online retailer was quick to arrange for another used replacement. Despite this major initial hiccup, this client remains optimistic, convinced that if the device worked as intended, it would be the ideal peripheral they've been looking for all along.
Excellent. Let's find out what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer picked up this mouse as a replacement for their older model, a trusty companion whose scroll wheel had finally given up the ghost. Right off the bat, the new one feels more premium. The textured thumb rest is a real winner, providing a comfortable and secure grip, and the metal on the bottom adds a touch of class that really elevates the perceived quality. It just feels well made. Our reviewer also appreciated the dedicated sniper button, a welcome addition that was missing on their previous device. However, it's not all sunshine and roses. This client noted a couple of minor drawbacks. First, the charging cable isn't braided, a bit of an odd choice considering their older, cheaper mouse from the same brand did have a braided cable. It's not a deal breaker, but it does raise questions about durability, and the stiffness of the rubber cable makes it less than ideal for gaming while charging. Secondly, this mouse lacks a dedicated profile button, a feature they missed from their old one. Since they also have some case fans from the same brand, it was a handy way to quickly switch lighting profiles on the fly. Despite these small complaints, our reviewer is ultimately happy with this pointing device. The build quality is excellent and the clicking action feels fantastic, making it a satisfying experience overall.
That's a wrap. If you enjoyed this, drop a like and subscribe for more. Got thoughts? Let's chat in the comments. See you in the next one.